What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So Keith, one-time Thurman, has said to Dan Rayfield of ESPN that it's rumored he may return October 3rd at the Barclays, possibly to face Sean Porter or Amir Khan. Both good fights, and I want to talk about those in a little bit of detail. Now, I think that would be great if he were to fight a guy like Porter or a guy like Amir Khan. Now, Keith Thurman, hell of a fighter, still undefeated, but he has yet to fight, in my opinion, the right type of name at the right time, meaning a guy with momentum. He's fought undefeated guys like Leonard Bundu, but who is Bundu? What did Bundu do to be undefeated? Who did he beat? Lee Purdy? That kind of thing. You look at Robert Guerrero, that was a step up in terms of names that he had been in with, but Guerrero, if you look at it, been to war with Berto, been to war with Kamagai, and lost to Mayweather before Keith Thurman got his hands on him. So I don't think he's been in there with somebody who has the name and also a ton of momentum. You look at Sean Porter, he at least beat guys like Devin Alexander, beat Julio Diaz, beat guys like Adrian Broner in his last fight, and he seems a bit younger in game, unlike, Collazo, who's considered a bit older, things like that in the sport of boxing. And then Amir Khan has won his last probably 4 or 5 fights, and he has an interesting style matchup against Amir Khan. So I for one, love those matches. I think they're all good. And this is the only downside with the date, October 3rd. If you guys remember, I did a video on this. Adrian Broner says he's rumored to come back October 3rd. And I think it would be a hell of an occasion if you can get Broner. I don't know who he'd fight. Like, let's say Broner, Danny Garcia, or Broner, Sean Porter rematch, or Broner versus Omar Figueroa. And then you also put Keith Thurman on there with the Sean Porter or Keith Thurman versus Amir Khan. That's huge. And I think that would do really good numbers. The only downside is October 3rd is also the date for us hardcore boxing fans that Victor Postal is fighting Lucas Matisse. So again, the Cold War, you're going to have to get your DVRs ready if they put this together, because there's going to be 2 competing cards, one on HBO and then one on PBC. So that's really my thoughts on it. Amir Khan versus Keith Thurman, interesting matchup. Very close fight, because on one end you could say Khan's speed will trouble Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman will get his ears boxed off possibly by Amir Khan. Plus, in the past, I haven't really seen it recently, but Amir Khan had some wicked body shots back in the day, and we've seen him get hurt. We've seen Keith Thurman get hurt his last fight versus Collazo against a body shot. So Khan used to put people down with body shots, or at least like hurt them, like Maidana, things like that. But then on the same end, a lot of people aren't confident in Amir Khan's chin, and they don't think he'll be able to, because this would be a championship level fight. Keith Thurman being the interim champion, it would probably be a 12-rounder. So a lot of people don't think Khan has the chin to deal with that, the battle of attrition, and not get caught with something for the duration of 12. So either way, I like all of these matchups. You could put Sean Porter in there, and I think that would be a good look for Keith Thurman. And Mayweather's fighting Berto. We all know this. The fight's okay, it's not a great fight. We're not gonna like beat around the bush and lie and say it's the best fight that could have been made. However, Mayweather's been on a tough schedule. And Ego Veli, I already did a video, already recorded. That's coming soon, because I want to talk about the hypocrisies and double standards with that. But with Mayweather Berto, there's a good thing like that I like. Me personally, what I like about it is it forces these other guys in the welterweight division to possibly step up, because they got a lot going and a lot riding on it. Amir Khan saying Mayweather's ducking him, you're not getting the fight right now. So you said Kell Brook's not getting the fight. Who are you going to fight? People don't want to see Amir Khan in there with Chris Algieri type of opponent, even though that turned out to be a pretty decent fight. People want to see these welterweights step up and fight guys who are threats, like the Kell Brook versus Keith Thurman, or Kell Brook versus Amir Khan, things like that. Keith Thurman is adamant about not fighting Earl Spence. He's like, I've done more. He's not on my level. Okay, that's fine if that's how you feel, but people don't want to see you in there with Julio Diaz, career lightweights, and things like that at this point. If you're one time in your destructive power, a guy like Amir Khan, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, guys like that, Danny Garcia, undefeated, guys with momentum, guys with some power themselves, or speed, or different stylistic matchups. Those are the fights that I want to see. So that's really the takeaway that I get from the Mayweather Berto. I like that it challenges these other welterweights to fight better competition as well, because they're not worried about getting a Mayweather payday and, oh, am I in the Mayweather sweepstakes, or let me take this Chris Algieri guy coming off of a loss, coming up in weight, brand new trainer, light touch type of fight that I should clearly win because I want to be in the Mayweather sweepstakes. Or let me not take this Luis Collazo that Khan just recently beat because I'm worried about playing it safe to be in the Mayweather sweepstakes. So that's what I really like about it. And I want to see these young lions and these young cats battle each other and see who emerges at the top, the cream of the crop. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Keith Thurman, if he does come back in the Barclays October 3rd, who would you like to see him fight? How does the Khan versus Thurman fight play out? Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.